Okay, so going over the first place list, we have, okay, we're really going to be going through this again, huh? Okay, and I'm not going to lie, I messed up. And I forgot to save the deck list another way because I haven't hosted a tournament in a minute. So I kind of messed up. Alright, so we don't even have the first place deck list. Mistakes were made. We won't mess up again. We misplay, so that way we don't misplay in the future. Okay, so they only play one Saji. Okay. Oh, they do play the pre-prep. They actually play a lot of engine. They actually play a lot of engine in their deck. This is actually crazy. Yeah, they played not a lot of non-engine. Only 16. Okay. Yeah, the list is just interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It seems like game one we just fold the Malice every time we go second. Like, even if you Charmy them, they can just play through the Charmy and still win the game. Isn't that crazy? They just play through the Charmy and still win the game. They don't even have anything to draw off of it. What are you going to draw? You're going to draw Droll? That doesn't work off this. What are you going to do? Draw Ash? That's like okay off of this. Like, you just have these two to draw into. You don't have a lot to draw into. But that was the second place list. Now we can go over like the top 4 lists. So like third and fourth. Not a lot of non-engine. A year ago, 15 no engine was madness. A year ago sounds crazy. I was playing Snake Eye a year ago with 18 non-engine and cash cards, and those were like basically non-engine. Okay. So now we have the Mermail list from Julius, which this is basically the same as like Christian Uranus topping deck list from YCS Mexico. Oh, Moon Glacia in the side though. I hate it when this card's in the side, but I guess they just have Statue and Prey. Okay. Plays double Poseidra, the XYZ. That's pretty sick. Okay. Now, who else was in top 4? God, who else was the other top 4 player? Do I have to look? Wasn't it Jude YuGiOh? Pretty sure it was. Snake Eye format was a year ago. Ignoring goes hard. I DM'd you the list, bozo. Oh my god. Okay, look, I'll pull up the list. Yeah, dude, sorry, dude. Okay, I hate this guy. Okay, so this is the first place list. Hold on, dude. I got like 10 tabs open right now. Let me just close out of like all of this. I don't need like any of this. Okay. Wait, hold on. Actually, I gotta reopen DB, bro. I gotta reopen DB. I actually gotta see who got top 4, because I'm pretty sure it was him, but I might just be tripping, and it may not be him. No, it was Matrix. Yeah, exactly. I was tripping. Okay. Wait, and I closed the first place list. That's crazy. Okay, here's the first place list. Playing 2 Chessy Cat. Playing no TB11, which we found is probably going to end up being standard. Plays triple Allure. Cut the Bystials from the deck. Which honestly is crazy because, like, I was actually talking last night, dude. It was like 12 hours ago. I was like, I'm going to cut Bystials from the deck. These cards feel like the worst extender. Like, they don't feel like a hand trap. They feel like the worst extenders. I was like, these cards just aren't the good cards in my deck. They weren't the good cards they once were. This is like, yeah, it's pretty good. I like this deck list. Oh, plays Thrust with the traps. Plays the one I Meet You. Maybe that's for Thrust. Because I think they side this in going second. Pretty sure we saw this against the Mitsu player going second. So maybe they just want Thrust to be able to grab, like, this stuff and not just this stuff. Plays Amirage. Plays Cerberus. Doesn't play Dark Charmer. Doesn't play Lizard Dose, which I think is fine. I actually don't think you need Lizard Dose. Dark Charmer, no Dark. There's something else missing, right? Something else that you can put in. I think it's fine, though. Whatever the last spot is, I think is like the one flex spot. Oh, yeah. It's like a Metal Tronus target or something. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now... Okay, now we need to look at Matrix list. So this was top 4. This was Live Twin. 1 Imperm for the crossout, 2 Nib. 3 Fua, 1 Meow. So a couple 1-ofs for cross out. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's like, fair enough. What, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 hand traps, 19 total non-engine. I think this deck can play more, though. I think it can play a little bit more. Yeah, it can play a little bit more. Like, you don't have to play this card. But it's not that much more, so it's like, sure. It's like fairly standard, I'm pretty sure. Where's the Unchained Engine? Bad list. I've been told that you don't need the Unchained Engine, and that it's just win more. But I've also been told that you need the Unchained Engine, so that way you can do more. But I feel like if you end on DDD, Desiree, Trouble Sunny, and a Bawa, I feel like that's good enough. I feel like, you know, sometimes, like, yeah, you might want to add more to your end board, but do you need to? Like, most of the time, no. Like, you will lose with that board sometimes, but most of the time, no. I feel like that's a pretty solid end board right there. Especially, like, while you play 20 non-engine, so you're going to be drawing 1 or 2 of these cards, and you're drawing in your combo. End board is good enough versus Malice, versus Ryzeal, Mitsu, it's kind of sus. Any Blue Eyes in the tournament? No, there were no Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is going to completely die off. I think that deck was already, like, pretty bad. But now it just becomes even worse. But okay, now looking at Raphael Reich's list, I'm just going to go over the other players now. We went over top 4, first and second. We went over, like, the important ones. Now we just go over old deck lists. So we have 6 Charmies in main, Talons, Called By, no Crossout, playing, okay, plays Kusanagi, 3 Armasa in the Ryzeal build. I don't know how I feel about playing 3 of this in the Ryzeal build. I don't think you need it. What star Ryzeal lock? It's just the level 4, like it's like the same as these guys, right? Unless I'm tripping. It should be that way. If it isn't, then I read it wrong. But it should be the same as these. It said Solemn Warning, question mark. Yeah, Solemn Warning. So like Solemn Warning can hit Metal Tronus as an out to detonator. They can hit the Mitsurugi Ritual spell. It can hit Prayer. Like, Warning can just hit more stuff than Strike can right now. So people are playing Warning. But then they also play Strike because we have to side in 6 and side out 6. We also only side for Malice. I guess, like, this works against some decks, but it doesn't work against, like, every deck. Then the rest is just going first. Okay, now, next deck list, we have the Jude YuGiOh. Playing Malice. Playing the Achichi. Playing Imichu. Playing 1 Allure. Playing 41. 41 with 1 Allure sounds crazy. 3, 5, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 non-engine. Yeah, 18 non-engine plus like Malice in the Mirror is pretty good going second. You have like a Lure that can draw into some of these cards. Not all of them, but some of them. Side decks to Thrust. It seems like Thrust is still pretty popular in the side deck of Malice. Seems like that's still what people are doing. Now we have Tao Fernandez. So we have Malice. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. Okay, that checks out. Yeah, because they play 40 with 2 Allure. They don't play the Imichu, though. They don't play Imichu anywhere. They just side deck 3 Black Goat Laughs. Which I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about side decking 3 Black Goat Laughs. I'm trying to think. Wouldn't it even be better to play, like, 1 Black Goat Laughs and 2 Thrust? Like, if that's how we were going to do it? Because, like, I feel like you always get hand trap turn 1. If you don't get hand trap turn 1, your deck's able to do something. And now you also have Thrust that can beat Chaos Hunter. You just have more options with Thrust. Like, if you draw Thrust plus Black Goat Laughs, which I know would be pretty low chance because you play 2 and 1, but, like, it is something that could come up. You know, you could Thrust at a different trap. If you draw 2 Black Goat Laughs, it doesn't feel very great. I don't know. I just don't see the reason to play 3 of this, and I guess, like, I don't know. I think Thrust is better. I'd play Thrust. I want to try the card. Last format, I play Strike, and it sucks. I actually think Strike's a lot better this format than it was last format, because last format there was back row hate, and now there's, like, no back row hate. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm so dumb for not... I should have taken a better picture of the deck list, because now I don't get their deck list. They have 3 YCS wins, and I don't get their deck list. That's tough. I saw it before. Yeah, not their deck list either. I was going to say, like, I saw the deck list before. Like, I already took the goo. I thought that was goo in it and extracted it and put it in my mind. But I don't remember the list card for card. So now we have Malice with 3 Chessy Cat. Playing 3 Chessy Cat. This is Sean Killian's list. The guy that did not show up to the tournament. Oh, he actually messaged me. My DB account is locked out, so I can't join. Like, I literally can't log into my account. It's whatever. My opponent can have the win, I guess. Oh, that was like hours ago. That's crazy. Okay, did that. Play Silent Mining. I don't like Silent Mining. I think I'd rather play I Meet You or Allure. I think in my mind, I think Allure is the best. I Meet You is the second best. And Silent Mining, I don't even know if I'd call it the third best. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't even know if I'd call it the third best. Out of those 3, it's the third best. But we can see 19 non-engine. Plus, they should also take this and put it down there. It'd make more sense. Wait, it's not 19. It's only 18. I'm tripping. I was counting this for a second. Okay, I also side deck Solemn Warning. Dark Charmer, good in the mirror match. Plays Lizard Dose. Plays the Detonator for Metaltronus. Now we have a Mize list. They played 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 18. They still play Bestials. And they play Allure. They side deck I Meet You. Side deck 2 Black Goat Laughs. Who knows, bro? Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. Now we see another player side decking multiple Black Goat Laughs instead of side decking like 1 Black Goat Laughs, 1 Thrust. I think Thrust is real, bro. I think Thrust is like actually not a bad card. Oh, they don't play Talents in their deck. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes more sense because like their Thrust isn't that good going second. It's really just like different engine cards. Okay, I think it's different. What do you even call with that card? This? I guess it depends exactly on what the scenario calls for. But you can do it. You don't go -1 for backup. Yeah. It's like... Sure, if I'm resolving backup and I have Black Goat Laughs in hand, bro, it's like I feel like I'm fine anyways. Like I probably am winning, but like... Is it worth it? I don't know. I guess that's something I need to test. Because I tried Black Goat Laughs before, but I haven't tried like 3 of it or anything with backup. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Can you provide the deck list document later? No. I cannot do that. I can't do it. Because like I use this document for every tournament. So we got Meow, Fua, Ash, Bell, Imperm, Impulse. Okay. Called by. Okay, only playing 1 Chessy Cat. Playing the I Meet You. Who is this? This is Fellerier. Yeah, this player has 10 tops and 1 win. Okay. Fair enough. Deciding to play Bell in main. Got Lancia, Perulia, Droll, Strike, Mistaken Arrest, Talents inside. I will say, Mistaken Arrest against non-Malice decks. Like Mistaken Arrest against Ryzeal decks or Mitsurugi, this card can just look ridiculous. Also, what? We play the Power Code Talker? Why? I guess it's 23, so you can summon it back. They play Heat Soul. Am I tripping? Like, is this card even worth it? Target once per turn, target 1 face of monster on the field, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Once per turn, this card battles. You can tribute this. Okay, and what? Why would you play this? Is there Chaos Hunter out? This? This is what we're doing out Chaos Hunter? Nah, bro, I'm just losing to it. If this is what I have to do to out Chaos Hunter, I think I'd rather just lose to it. I feel like a lot of the time, does this even out it? I mean, this might be fine, actually. I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. That is a good point. It is a Chaos Hunter out. Okay, especially with their list, they don't have, like, any outs to Chaos Hunter. Now we have Ryan Yu's list. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 hand traps and a called by. Playing the Fiendsmith. Wait. Also, they play 2 Engraver, 3 Tracked. That's interesting. Oh, it's probably because they think Droll's really popular. Like, they probably played against Droll and Lockbird a bunch, and they probably thought Tracked was better because of that. Because, like, obviously Engraver's just a better version of Tracked, but this plays in the Droll way less. They probably got hit with Droll Infinite. They play 2 Murakumo, 2 Ritual Spell. Interesting. Interesting. We have the 6 Charmies inside, Strike, Droll, Lancia. Yeah, just, you know, not playing, no, they're playing, like, Fiendsmith, Mitsu, and Ryzeal, so they're not playing, like, Cross, they're not playing Node, they're not playing Star, they're not playing Duo, they're not playing, like, the brick cards, they're just playing, like, the good cards. Obviously, there's, like, a few cards in this deck that, like, aren't great to draw, like Murakumo, Paradise, combinations of, like, Lurie plus, like, Ryzeal, stuff like that. No Kuzanagi. Yeah, you don't need Kuzanagi. You don't play the bricks. You use this for this, and then you have Ritual Spell, like Tribute Habakiri from hand, summon Murakumo from deck. And now you have Prayer, Tribute, 2 bodies. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's looking like combo to me. Or you do something similar to that. I don't know if that's exactly the combo he's going for, but you could do something similar to that. So what's the logic behind not playing the new Ryzeal monster? If you play Cross, that means you're playing a brick in your deck, and they didn't want to play bricks in their deck. And if you play Cross, then you also play Node, and if you play Node, you also play Star. So it's like, I don't know, they just didn't want to play bad cards in their deck. Their deck's not a Ryzeal deck. It's just a small Ryzeal package, but it's not a Ryzeal deck. Like, they can't even bridge in the Ryzeal. They're not even playing Duo. They're just... If I draw a Ryzeal card can get me to Mitsurugi, or it's just a good card to make, like, Detonator. But okay, now we're looking at Heraldic Beast Ryzeal, playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 non-engine, and 43. Not bad. Side decking, Sanctum, Mischief, Harpy's Featherstorm with Thrust, Cross out, so plenty of going first stuff. Doesn't really side deck hand traps into any other matchup going second, but they already have, like, the Malice Hate everywhere. And then they can Thrust for, like, Talents against, like, the non-huge combo decks. So they have, like, something. Okay, sure. 1 Ouroboros, double or nothing. Okay, on to the next deck. We have... Oh, I already went over this. I already went over that. I already went over that. Okay, only 2 lists left. We have... Oh, this is what... Yeah, this is Will Candina playing something very similar to Ryan Yu's list, but he plays the triple Engraver instead of just playing 2 of it. Doesn't play Bell in the deck. Main deck's more Charmies. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Doesn't main deck the Called By. Cut down on Chaos Hunter. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Malice Hate in this deck. It's just crazy. I feel like you have to have a lot of Malice Hate, otherwise you could just get waxed by them early. It's so tough. It's so tough. It's a rough format. Yeah, other than that, the list is, like, exactly the same. Okay. Now, on to the last list. We have Maximilian Hen. Alright, fair enough. No deck list. No deck list. That's my fault. It's my fault. I should have been better about it. Should have been better about it. Should have been better about it. That's fine though. Okay, so that was a bunch of deck lists, and now we can go over something else. Aaron Piggy the Goat. Whose list is this? I got an ad. I don't know what list I was on, to be honest. I'm not sure. I missed it. Did you have the list from the Pure Mitsu guy? I don't remember. What was their name again? YuGiOh Berg. Yeah, that's their list. Alright, screenshot it. Boop. Out. Oh, sent the deck list. Hey, shout out Maximilian. Or Maximilian Hen. Shout to him. Okay, 2 Chessy Cat. No Allure. Just playing all non-engine. Okay, okay. Yeah. I've been here, done this. I don't like it, to be honest. I do think you should play more engine in the deck. I understand wanting to try to do what other decks are doing, where you play 20 non-engine. And I think Malice could technically afford to do it, but I think you should go a little under 20. And then I think like one of the best parts about playing Malice is like you're playing like the strongest deck in the format. You want to do the strong things that your deck does. Yeah, you want to do the strong things that your deck does. I don't necessarily think that like, I guess it's like okay. It's like okay. We have Bystials. These are basically engine. Yeah, these are like basically not even non-engine. They're basically just engine. I don't know though. Maybe we need to play like one more consistency card in the deck. I wonder if they think the deck's consistent enough, or if they think that they need more. Yo, wake up! It's time to merge. 40, thank God. Austin, why are you reading the chat backwards? I usually just read the chat backwards. I just read like the first thing I read. That makes sense. I read the first thing I read. YuGiOh, Labyrinth, OCG. Bro, this literally looks like a tweet. That looks like a tweet I'll see. Okay, okay. We have Oriental's list, who is also playing Malice. But we can see, hold on. This is... Okay, honestly, I'm going to start at the extra deck. Because my eyes kept going lower and lower. Only plays one Lingeribo, plays the Dark Charmer, plays the Amirage, plays the Lizard Dose, side deck Cerberus. Okay, just a bunch of non-engine, okay. Actually, whoa, 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 Lancia check. Lancia check. Can I get a Lancia check in chat? I don't see a Lancia on this deck list. Chaos Hunter is like, so it's like higher risk, higher reward. If this card resolves, you feel crazy. But if they have an out to it, you feel horrendous. Like, but if it sticks on field, you just win the game. That's tough. They have Droplet, Imperm, Impulse, 9, 12, 15, 17, 19. Also, they play Butler. Also, I just want to throw this out here. They are... Okay, what was their DB name again? Oriental Q? Or Orient Calc? They are the player that got top 8 at YCS Houston with Labyrinth. The person that, like, you know, cosplays Arias. So I'm guessing that's why they put it in the deck. They're just out here trolling. They just want to troll y'all. Also, no Fua. That's crazy!